What's good? It's Prance-Lo, the brand ambassador of the Almighty Low Lives, Church Ave representative. Just here to tell a little story, you know. It was an honor back in like 91. I got a record deal with Zhigge. You know, those my bros from like high school days. My man Keizo, we met in Chelsea Vocational, and we just, it's like magnets attracting. We like the same music. We was on the same kind of style, everything. Before even the low, we was on like Claiborne, you know, wearing certain things like Benetton and stuff like that, going to school, you know? So just off of that, we started getting into the dancing. So I'm from Flatbush. My bro is from Spanish Harlem, 101st and 1st Ave, Metro North. My cousin, Little Shawn, he was a rapper at the time with Uptown Records, MCA. He was under the camp, and everybody like Howie T. Howie T was from Flatbush, from Schenectady and Snyder Avenue. My cousin was from 43rd and Lenox. I'm from Albany, Church of Linden. All of this is in the same vicinity and in the East Flatbush area. So my cousin, as a rapper now, he knew Special Ed needed dancers at this time to go on tour. So he asked me and my bro Keizo to come and audition for Special Ed. So for some reason, this night, it snowed, so my man Keizo couldn't come. So I had to go audition for Special Ed to get on tour by myself. So I'm doing the routine, and he like, nah, I like his vibe, I like how he going, moving through the music. Yo, if he got a partner, they hired. So God bless for that. So we started going on tour. Then I was just, you know, before I even get into the polo thing, I want to tell a connection of me and Keizo. You know what I'm saying? At this time, Keizo was even a barber in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Now, push fast, he owns 8 barbershops. You know what I'm saying? This is my bro from high school, bro, and it just puts a smile on my face that we've been through the hip hop, and we just gentlemen within the hip hop and contributors to this. Now, back on the low. So, we love the low, you know? We got the record deal in 1991. At this time, you know, there's other symbols out there for Ralph Lauren, but for some reason, when we went shopping for this record deal, it was our time, I guess. So the label, which was Polydor Records, you know, major label, salute to Polydor for giving us the opportunity. So Polydor now was like, yo, at this time, people needed stylists for their videos and stuff. You know what I mean? For their music videos and hip hop and stuff like that. We got the major label deal with Polydor after dancing for Special Ed. Plus my bros Tonga and Sound started dancing for YZ. He's the holy one. He used to be down with X-Clan and stuff like that. But because of the energy, he used to see me and Keizo performing for Special Ed. Then he was like, yo, you can find me some dancers? I'm looking for some dancers because I'm about to go on tour. And I was like, nah, my bros is at home waiting. Let's go. So then I called them, and then they started going on tour. That's even before we even had a record deal. So we already was like in the water, you know what I'm saying? So it was just for us to just be able to get that real visual on us. You know what I mean? And thankful for like Van Gibbs, Mr. Van Gibbs, which is Salaam Remi father. Now Salaam Remi is the producer of the Zhigge album, and Salaam went on and produced for Fugees, he produced for Nas, he produced for Rest in Peace, Amy Winehouse, and stuff like that after Zhigge, you know what I mean? And he come from Queens. So that's another thing with Zhigge too. I'm the only fellow Brooklynite within the Zhigge crew. Everybody else, my 4 other brothers, Keizo, Sound, Face, and Tonga, they all from Harlem, Spanish Harlem as that. You know what I mean? So when we got the deal now, we had to go for our first single, which is Toss It Up, we have to go shopping now. So while we going to shop, the label at this time is a major label, they hire somebody to be our stylist. I'm like, what? I walk in the room, I see this gentleman there. I know it's shopping day. I'm like, so who is this guy? He's like, oh, he's the stylist. He's gonna take you guys to go shopping for all the new clothes you need for the video. I'm like, what? Bro, we don't need stylists. It was like a back and forward. I was like really standing firm on we don't need a stylist. Like, we dress even better than the stylist. I even had to mention that, you know what I mean? To just make it known, like, every day you see us as a group and we not even in front of the camera, we fresh to death. That's what we do. And we love this low. So you know what it is. We need Polo. So what they did was they gave him the corporate card and he went with us shopping. So now I was pleased with that because I knew exactly where I was gonna go. I'm going to 72nd and Madison to go to the Low Mansion first to see what they got. When I go up in there now, we go in there early. They start putting out the 1992 stadium apparel for Ralph Lauren out on the floor. I'm like, oh, nah, I ain't never see this. Nah, we need this. Yo, get that in your size. Do that. Nah, do the hoodie. Nah, you do the jacket. Nah, I'ma rock the t-shirt. I got this, yeah, I'ma do the P-Wing, cause you know, my name Prancer, so Prance stay fly. You know what I mean? So I'ma rock the P-Wing in the door. My other dudes, they had that 1992 stadium, you know, the vibrant colors of Ralph Lauren and stuff like that, and it just, the lyrics, the music, and the dancing alone was just monumental and encapsulated in that day. And the funny thing about that video was directed on, the address was 106 and Park, where BET started having their shows called 106 and Park. You know what I mean? Which is crazy, fun facts, you know what I mean? Eric Meza was our director for that Zhigge Toss It Up video, which Eric Meza directed House Party 2. Also, you know, a fun fact with Zhigge, Hype Williams, before Belly, he did Raking in the Dough. The reason why he was able to do Raking in the Dough, because he's the only one that could give us 3. We did the album version of Uptown Bounce. We did the Uptown remix of Uptown Bounce, and Salaam Remi, because I wasn't too much on the lyrical tip of the album, he blessed me with a reggae version of Raking in the Dough, which they call a Church Ave version. You know what I mean? So I say my little thing in my patois, you know. Yush, in a 93, Zhigge coming through with a special dedication to all bogle dancers. Come, booyaka! We're raking in the dough, boy, raking in the dough. And the reason why I said for all bogle dancers, because at this time in 1992, rest in peace, Bogle, Mr. Bogle from Jamaica had passed away. So he was the one who created the Bogle dance back in the days. So I wanted to pay homage to Mr. Bogle, and then the way Hype filmed it, he filmed it in a basement vibe where it looked like just a basement party, a basement jam kind of thing, you know what I mean? So I just respect the the industry for giving us the opportunity for us to do what we have to do with our group, because now, like 30 something years later, and being down, still down with my low life community, is now embraced and loved around the world on our contribution with what we did within the uniform. You know what I mean? Because the uniform gonna be the uniform, but what you do with it is what takes it and catapults it around the world. You know what I mean? And hopefully when you wear it, like how you look in your mirror and be like, yeah, I'm looking good today. The people that go out there, that when you networking and you wanna be a dancer, you wanna be a rapper, producer, whatever, when you networking, they feel that same aura within you. You know what I mean? And that's what Zhigge did with that Toss It Up video in that 1992 stadium, which nowadays a lot of people walk up to me like, yo, Prance, yo, good looking for that video, because that started my collection in my closet, because 1992 was so, you know what I mean? That Olympics games that time was, because that's why Ralph Lauren did it and made it look like marathon runner, 1992 plates and stuff like that, which was, it just stamped the approval of this was the year Zhigge was doing a thing, because all you see is hoodies, jackets, hats with 1992 all in, so it just put a stamp on it. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody else that did stuff for Ralph within hip-hop contributing, you know what I mean? Like my man Raekwon from the Woo, that wore the motherfucking Snow Beach, you feel me? When Pooh Bah and Mary went on Yo MTV Raps and he wore the rugby, the polo sport rugby, you know, shit like that for hip hop, fashion, and music, that's needed, you know what I mean? So I just appreciate hip hop, I appreciate my culture, and I appreciate everybody that shows love to my whole fucking team around the world. You already know, love and loyalty, always. Prance-Lo.